Live stream. Come on, live stream. All righty, folks. We're here. I know we're a little late, but whatever. We're here. We made it to the crew now.
Sometimes you have to talk mommy dearest.
Yes, we're talking mommy just insanity before the show. Which, I mean, why not on a Sunday? Why not? Hi, you guys. It's Jason Spotlight. Yes, it's your favorite duo. We're back. It's me and Frank Moran. Hi, Frank Moran. Hey. Not wearing a hat today, you guys.
Full locks.
I know those long tresses of hair. I love it. It's great. We are here to talk about what happened in Port Charles. Thanks for waiting for us these last couple of weeks. As you remember, I went through a lot these last couple of weeks, and not what I was supposed to be doing. It's kind of crazy, but we're here. I'm ready to talk about it. Before we start talking about it, of course, got to mention earlier today, it was Hate Fest 2025. We hated Young and the Restless. We talked about that first on the Wide Eye Spotlight, and we hated Bold and the Beautiful. So we talked about that second on the Bold and Spotlight. So both of those are out, audio and video, for your ear holes and for your eye holes. Whatever you want to choose wisely. No, just watch them, listen, like, subscribe, the whole thing there. So they're out now. Tony Moore was in our chat last show, but his cohorts will be after us at 3 p.m. over at Dish and Days. They'll be talking about Days Are All Lives. Whatever that show is. So go there and talk about that. So that's on their channel, Dish and Days. So make sure you check that out. Tomorrow night, it is And Just Like That, because And Just Like That, me and Emily May Heller are back, and we're talking about the weird show that show is right now. It's cuckoo crazy. That's at 7 p.m. live on this channel. We're going to talk about how they ruined Carrie and Aiden. And that's just, they ruined them. Okay, and then on Tuesday, it's the last of the first round of the Soap Host. Okay, never say it. Soap Host podcast series. I just did. Frank is on one of them. It's me and Angela Ryan Duncan. You're not going to want to miss it. We tell the truth, shame the devil. It's going to be really good. And that's Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Everything 7 p.m. on this channel, Pep Pacific. So make sure you check it out. Yes,
but not to last forever.
No. So that's a good point, Frank. So because all the hosts want to do it again, and they did. Really, the fans, you guys have responded. The views, that was just amazing. We're going to start up again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch them all up again. So it won't be the same. It won't be the same groups. So now Frank will be with somebody else and somebody else. Yeah. I don't get ready. So we're gonna work it all out, kids. I'm gonna have fun with this. I was thinking about doing all things in a hat, just like picking hats and picking groups. So we'll see what that is.
Tammy's my safety blanket. You can't.
Not anymore. Don't Tammy go over here for you. You ain't Candace Mack. That's what we're putting you guys together. No, yeah. I gotta figure out what's gonna happen. So we're gonna do it again. But this Tuesday is our last of this first round. And I just want to thank you guys for checking out Daytime today. Also, I'm gonna ask Frank too while we're here today. We have a lot to talk about. The Daytime Emmy nominations came out. So our annual Daytime Emmy special with all the shade in the world. Me, Walker Ragsdale, Jerry Wagon, and Candace Mack gave it to you for 2 hours. So go ahead and check that out on Daytime Emmy specials. We give our predictions, we give our snubs, we give the whole thing and shade. It's all there in its glory. And thanks everybody for watching and listening to that. So that's out now. So we're giving you content, kids. We're giving you content. We have our latest audio drama is out right now. It's called Fairview Heights City Hall. It's actually really hilarious. I'm looking to it the other day. 5 episodes are out, and 2 more left, and that's out now. Also, Airwoman season 2, that's out now too. We have both of those are great. So check those out as our latest. We have more audio dramas coming, so just check those out now. They're out now. Doing that. I think that's everything. I got to turn on my fan.
Oh.
Frank's so hot that he's got me hot and bothered.
Well, thank you.
Don't tell Flobo. Okay. I won't get in trouble. Okay. Frank see his hat off. GH must be good. That don't mean anything. Oh. You know Frank Medora? You should know Frank by now. That don't mean anything. Well, it's good.
There you go. Yeah, it's that's why I said, man, GH was on fire. No hat. There's no hat, baby. I'm letting the hair out.
Oh my God. So before we start, because we have not been on for a while, and I want to know Frank's thoughts on this too, but we also want to first, Daytime lost a legend, Eileen Fulton. She was 91 years old. She played Lisa and all her last names on As the World Turns. She also was a writer. I just bought some of her books today, actually. She was a writer, really good writer. Without her, without the Lisa character in the 50s on As the World Turns, there would be no Erica Kane. There would be no Vicky Buchanan, Laura Buchanan. There'd be no Dorian. There'd be no Tina. There'd be no Carly. There'd be none of them. She was the first. She was the first bitch of daytime. So it really is a loss for our community. We gave her a tribute on our other show because of CBS. We did that, so I'll make sure I mention that. Frank took his hat off to honor Dr. O's return. That's funny, Chandra. That's good. Also, kids and kidlets, a sad note. My friend and just a great guy, Tristan Rogers, is in a hospital sick with cancer. I forgot which cancer. I was just telling Frank before the show. I forgot which cancer it is, but I've been in contact with people behind the scenes because I am friends with him, and it's just sad. It's just really sad. He's fighting it. He's a fighter. If you want to hear a great story, it was at AfterBuzz TV, actually. I interviewed him for Studio City. And I actually did a clip. It's on my channel where he was almost Mad Max. And he had to choose between Mad Max and Scorpio. So to hear that whole story and all that, it's like maybe 5 minutes long, but it's a clip. I have it on my channel. Check that out. So I think you just go just type in Tristan Rogers Mad Max and why he chose which one and which one literally he could have had Mel Gibson. It's a great story. It's a great story. And so check that out. But I partied with him. I've had drinks with him. I've eaten with him. Just a really nice, really fun, nice guy, talented actor. So that's why Frank, I don't know if you want to say a few words. I mean, we like Robert.
Oh, he's great. I mean, that was just one of the characters that I really enjoyed on the show. It's like when he was off canvas for a while, it's like, oh boy, I really missed having that. And so whether when he showed back up on night shift or
Yes.
or that he kind of made his return back to GH, for me, I always have such a soft spot for all those legacy characters. And so I always feel like, you can never have too much of those guys because they have so much, all those characters have such history and story potential. So it's like, more Robert Scorpio is always great. Yeah, it's tough. I feel anybody, celebrities or regular people, they treat health issues differently. Some are very, keep it very private. Some are very public about it and share. And some after the fact kind of keep it, if they've passed, it's also still very quiet as well too. Robert and his family, excuse me, Robert Tristan and his family, are being, kind of public about it, but it feels like, we're saying I mean, what we saw this week was like our last that we're seeing.
I have a feeling, yeah, I hear, so yeah, that's why I say he looks so frail on Friday. So, well, let's talk about that right now because this is another shocker. They've been. I mean, it's been on these shots. Sasha's gone, so Sophia Matson is actually now off the canvas. I didn't know that was happening. I did not know that at all. That was happening. So, and the fact they chose to go to Robert and Holly, I thought, okay, that's an ending I'm okay with. I don't know how you feel about that. I'm okay with
I agree, especially in light of, and maybe this was all timed to be together, where it's like, this release is coming out on the last day that we're going to see him on air. It's a way for all the fans to be able to see, like, how, that he has, a happy ending. He's with the woman he loves, and he has one of his daughters and granddaughters with him as well. And so maybe that's, like that's the happy ending we get to see for Robert Scorpio. And then, sometime in the next year or two, hopefully not. I hope all goes well. But I feel like you don't put a release out like that unless you're
I felt the same way. I hate to say it out loud, but I felt the same way. And he does get better. I mean, this may be the last we see him on screen. I mean, he is older. And I think we didn't need Holly there. They wisely had Jason leave with certain parts. It was good. It was good just to have him because I agree with you. I felt like it was like a little bit of a tribute, kind of just like you were there. You with Jason. You were there for my one daughter. I almost forgot about Robin. That Robin and Sasha are half siblings. I totally forgot about that. You were there for my $1. Now you're here for mine. That was like a total like lifespan kind of comment. I was like, at least
Yeah.
didn't agree with Frank. I agree. It's one of those things. So I just feel like that was a good. That's it was a good enough for him to. If this is it, I mean, I would love to have him on the show. I mean, I'm not saying not to have him on the show, have him back, like John J. York came back, but just in case he doesn't, that was pretty good. I can say I'm satisfied with that.
Yeah, I mean, because we're a show that talking about stuff. I mean, sure, I could be nitpicky and want a little bit more meat on the bone for Robert and Sasha's
Right, right.
scenes, but also Tristan, if going through all this, maybe very tired, as people were saying, you looked frail. You don't give him a lot to do, but you give him some stuff. So, I can understand. Like he sat on the couch the majority of the time, didn't really,
Yeah.
it didn't move. So, yeah, given all of that stuff, I am just happy we got to see it, and hopefully fans can just see that as a little bit of a closure for the character. And I am sure, even though Sophia is done with the show in a year or two, whenever that time comes, and they want to, and Tristan does unfortunately pass, and they want to pay tribute to Roberts, and I'm sure she would come back, her and Emma, for whatever funeral you'd have for Robert.
That feeling. So with Kimberly McCullough, I think she would come back too. Who plays
Yes.
Rob. I think she would come back too. For that, if there's something happens. No, yeah, I'm fine with this. It's good. Um,
But it's still sad. Regardless, it is.
yeah,
I mean, seeing anybody suffer through dealing with an illness like that, um, let alone somebody that for people who are fans of his that have enjoyed his work throughout the years.
yeah, I agree. I totally agree. So Sasha's off. I'm fine with that's good. Give her a homegirl cried for 2 years. I'm like that girl. I mean, that actress did so much the last couple of years. They put her through that character through the ringer. I'm okay with her having a little break. That's fine. I get it. People are saying there's GH has said officially there's no plans to recast, but we know how that could be. People are already saying I've seen you guys out there trying to mention you think she should play the role because of Rory Gibson. So I think right now they probably don't have a recast. They probably are going to they're probably going to rest the character. It's okay to rest her. I think it's fine. We have the whole Willow and that family stuff happening. We can focus on that. So I'm good. I'm fine. How you feeling, Frank? I think it's fine. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, and it's, I feel like it's good to rest. Yeah, and we see what happens with Tristan as well.
Yeah,
And if heaven forbid the worst happens, maybe that's the next time we see Sasha, and it is Sophia playing it
yeah.
for that. And then, that's the like that's the thing that, helps her come out of hiding. By that time, the Willow Drew creepiness with Daisy is all revealed and everybody knows it. So at that point, maybe Sasha comes back, maybe Sophia wants to come back, or maybe not. Maybe they do, maybe in some point a recast comes in. But I feel like I'm good with them not doing a recast until after we see how life kind of develops and happens with Tristan.
I know Monique brings up why give Michael a child who's going to leave. What was the point? It's for future storyline. I think I see what you're saying, Monique, but I think for future storyline, the possibilities are endless. So she goes away for a while. I mean, she's not. So Michael's a child out there, and she's out there. She's connected to Scorpio. There's a whole. For me, it's okay. I feel like they could bring the character back with the child. I mean, it's gonna be fine. I think in this case, I think it can work because sure, she could have stayed on the show. They could have done this whole two story, and they did have the people, and there was chemistry between Rory and Sophia. I get it. I saw the chemistry, but I'm okay with this part. This part doesn't bother me so. It's like because the canvas is it's a very large canvas and large cast, so I'm okay with resting her for a while because she can come back easily. Easily.
Yeah, and the nice thing about a character being away for a while is that they can bring a story with them.
Yes.
And it would be great, for Sasha to come back with something else in her pocket, and not just be like, "Oh, my baby," and
Yes.
like give us
Oh,
some
the
other.
Quartermaine in front of my child. I mean, we need something else from
Yeah,
her. So I agree. So I'm okay with it. But I see what you're saying, Monique, though. But I'm okay with this one. This one, like, good. We'll rest her for a second because I mean, I'm sorry, but a lot of lots have been gone. But I have to bring this up because because just in two scenes, I was like, she's back. and that is Dr. Obrecht. When she walks in, and I give points to that kid. His name is Finn in real life, ironically, but he plays Rocco. I liked their scene together. I kind of liked it. The kid was good.
I enjoy that as well too. Yeah, and there's just the way that Obrecht is just like her directness is just
She was
great.
a mess. My daughter, she was a mess.
Yes.
When she said it, I laughed. Like, she's so direct. I love what she said. She's a mess. My daughter was a mess. That is the most honest thing you can say, right? That's the most, I mean, she was a
Yeah.
mess.
So great. And I feel like Liesel is aware of her, she knows what she's done in her past. So she puts no illusions on her actions as well. I don't know. I feel like that's a great character. She's very sharp and shrewd. And I feel like that really paid off this week. Both in the sweetness side of it with with Rocco, but then also like when she's like, Nina, your daughter in danger, girl.
I, oh my god, that I laugh. Oh my god, I love those scenes. But first, she's like, "Liz, I love you. I'm so happy to see you." Of course you are. She was like, and she just, I mean, Lisa just broke it down, like, because you're in trouble, because you have problems. And then when Willow walks in, oh my god, those scenes are hilarious. When she was talking about Daisy and them leaving, and Willow turns around, and starts to smile, and Lisa's like, and that, oh my god, I laughed so hard. And she's like, "Your daughter smiled." Like, that ain't the same girl. I'm paraphrasing, which basically was saying they ain't the same girl that when I left. Your
Yeah.
daughter, you can't afford to, like. And Nina's like, and Lisa's breaking it down like, no, no, bitch, we gotta do something. And she brought up Britt. She goes, "Would you like that?" I do it with Britt too. And Lisa did do it with Britt. And she goes, and she had to do it with me. See, Lisa's honest, totally
Yes.
honest.
Oh, and what I loved is uh, like Ava as a friend, they can, kind of push and pull with her and
Yeah,
Nina. But
yeah,
sometimes you just need somebody just to kick you in the butt and
yeah.
say, you can't, what you've been doing, operating out of fear is not working. You got to change. And I'm here now. And
Yeah, I'm here now.
yeah.
Basically, I'm here now. She's like, we gotta sever that tie immediately. When she said
Yeah.
that, I was like, you know what Lee's like could be anything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I love that character, because that character can cross the whole, it could be from brutal to nice. She could do all of it. But when she saw Willow, she was like, that bitch is crazy. I was like, you know, she wanted to say that bitch is crazy. Your daughter's crazy. There's something going on there. Liesel saw right through it, and she's seeing right through Nina too. Like, come on, girl, we got to do something. You got to do something. Like you said, what I'm grappling when she sees Willow. What I'm grappling with is how is the devoted mother who carried a baby to term with stage 4 cancer lost her child.
Yeah.
It was the night, and we were like, no, bitch, that's not it. And then someone, it's just Drew's influence over her. She goes, we got to get rid of Drew. Basically, she's like, that's what we got to do.
Yeah. We're done. We love Obrecht. And
Yes.
I mean, looking back on this, I mean, I guess you can see the ebbs and flows of characters like that, where well, I guess we see as much as we love them, why they are kind of put on the shelf for a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because when they come back like this, they can immediately
Oh,
just
totally.
impact the story.
Yeah.
And it is great. And if those characters were always ever present, it would make it harder for for Nina to get into the position she's in right now. Because if Holbrook was always there, she would have stopped this much sooner.
Yeah. I
Uh,
agree.
so now, yes, Ulbrich is back.
Yep.
I am sure she is not here just because of this. She's
Right.
also got the Brit stuff. Who
Yes.
knows what secret she's got in her pocket that relates to
Yes.
that?
Yes.
So yeah, there's some good stuff that's coming with the Ulbrich back.
Yes. I love it. And I just love she clocked everybody. And the thing is, I was glad that she's here more than just the whole Brit stuff. I'm glad she has a family, and that's all things. Like she said, I'm the matriarch. You know, a good matriarch would do that. When she said, I was like, that's right, girl.
Yeah.
Why not, girl? And she has all these girls. I mean, she has this whole family. She really does. And they mentioned Maxie because, as we know, homegirl's gone too since we left.
Boy, that given her announcement, I was expecting something bigger for her being gone.
Right.
But then nope, she's just in New York on a trip.
Yep,
So, okay, that's it.
that's it. So yeah, that's it. I say so. Max is not on there, so she got mentioned. She's in New York. We know James is close to his grandma Lisa, so there's
Yes.
that. But I think everybody in chat, of course, yes, we do. Everybody loves Obrecht, and I agree with you. I think because she's been gone, now she can come in. She's like us. She's the fans basically. Like, okay, this is too much. We gotta handle this. Like, this is all too much. Because I will give Katie McMullen credit, but I know I've had any use for Willow this whole time. I kind of like this Willow a little bit. It's making me a little more. It's making her more interesting. And she's kind of cuckoo crazy.
Yeah, I mean, when she has that kind of just weird smile, we're just like, oh, does this work? Michael's
Uh,
suffering?
I know. I was like, all righty.
And then making that phone call. Well, and now that I hope you see how hard that is, you'll reconsider me seeing Wiley and Amelia. Like, oh, that was the wrong. That phone call guarantees you're not seeing it. No.
No. And the fact that Drew goes to Carly's house, basically have the same conversation over and over again. Carly's not going to budge. She hates your guts. She thinks you're wrong. She's not going to budge. You got to get Michael, or else he's gonna need it. He's gonna get it. And I'm like, what? I'm like, and we saw his plan later, but the whole thing with the Carly stuff, like, stop trying to put them in the same orbit. We get it. They used to be together, blah, blah. Nobody cares.
The thing that kind of bums me out about Drew in the way, like I'm all about him being, a bad guy at this point. That's great. But too many of his scenes are, I feel like a lot, whether he's going to Nina, whether he's going to Portia, the scene with Carly, just makes like Drew we have a lot of scenes with Drew where he goes to the people that he's got something on and just keeps like, hey, you gonna do this? Because if not, this is gonna happen, and then we just leave, and then he's got to come back again. Like Portia, if you don't do this, I'm gonna blow your like. Just at some point, Drew, you just gotta like don't have the Carly scene. Just blow Michael's life up.
Right.
Don't have another Portia scene. Just blow Portia's life up. It's like how many times do we need to say you got to get Curtis on board. You better work hard. You better get him. Like no, I
But
don't need more of those scenes.
I had a chuckle. I know it wasn't a funny scene, but I had a chuckle because he does that. And so when he left, Portia was done. Like us,
Yeah,
she was done.
yeah.
I totally laughed when she was looking around the room and she was getting hot. She was like, "Oh my god!" She was so done, and she had her diploma, and she threw that. I was like, "That's how we feel." Like what Frank just said. Like, stop. I mean, maybe that's the point, Frank. But he does it so he just keeps kneeling her and kneeling her and kneeling her that she's like, and when she was like, when she went to Curtis, okay, I'm done. This is it. We're basically, I'm paraphrasing, but she basically was like, you better trust and believe we're done with this whole shit right now. I'm done. We're done. We're done. We're done. That's it.
I love that scene because I was like, yes, finally, Portia, just take accountability for your own actions in this, and then take out Drew's power out of everything.
Yes. Yes.
And then I was bummed the way they wrote Curtis in that scene, where it's like, you are you sure?
Oh, I know. Like,
Again, the coddling of Trina. Like Trina's gonna be devastated if she know you did this. Like, no. Your mom made a mistake. She was a dumb in that moment, and
right.
so that's why she's in this situation. She, that was her own fault. It didn't have to do anything to do, Trina. Your mom was just way over paranoid on this stuff.
Yes, that's all it was, and I agree with you completely. So I was like, when she stormed that room, she's like, "That's it. I'm done. That's it." I'm like, now here's what I don't want to see her fighting with fucking what's her name, Jordan. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
This is what I want to see. I want to see Portia go, "That's it. I am tired of this mf'er, and we got to do. We just got to do. I don't care if we're together or not together. We got to stop this, and I'll take the lumps." But she goes, "I'm not going." Her speech was really good. The writing it up. I'm not going to knowingly take down Michael medically. That's totally different. She's trying to stop somebody.
Yeah.
Now actively, I'm like, Drew, you just don't get you don't care anymore. You can do whatever you want. She's like, no, that's it. And then when Kai, oh my god, I've loved these scenes where they all when finally Trina and Portia finally and Curtis, they all were like, okay, we're done with you.
Yeah.
And when she was like, he was like, but I had to tell the truth. And and he's so wide-eyed. He's playing really well. He's so wide-eyed and innocent looking. But she was like, but my family comes first. And I love when Portia was like, you were in my house. overhearing my conversation with my husband, and you felt the need to just run your mouth. See, I'm paraphrasing again there too, but she basically said that. It's like, I get that he's trying to be honest and everything, but it's also showing that he's under Drew's spell too, so to speak, whoever his spirit is. But I was like, I'm glad Portia and them got mad at them. They're like, come on, folks. You just gonna tell. Like, well, you guys are gonna play on lie. You're gonna lie on him. Like, we get that's like Stella said, that's noble, but like when you get any favors, that whole family was like, bye. Like you said, stop coddling Trina. She's a grown ass woman. You don't need to. She's been through some shit. You don't have to coddle her anymore. Like,
Yeah.
just like as you said, I wish you guys would just tell me what's going on. Like, what's going on? Like, stop. Kurt, I didn't want to tell you that it's just between you and your mother. I'm like, come on, let her in on it. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah,
Oh my
family's messy, and nobody's perfect. And Trina is, as you said, gone through stuff. There's no need to keep feeling like you need to keep compartmentalizing and protecting Trina.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
no. And so even Curtis's idea, if he's going to throw Nina under the bus and expose the Nina,
That's interesting. But do you think he'll do it? Do you think he'll do it?
but if that's his plan, and that's why he's saying to Portia, like, say anything, yeah, because let me do this first. Why? Why? Because Drew could just then blow up Portia still. Like, great, that truth was revealed. Then Drew just blows up Portia's life. So why don't you just let Portia just go there first, take out Drew, and then if you want to blow up Drew's life after that, go for it.
Well, the thing I don't understand either too is the whole Nina story. I mean, yeah, Tracy. I love seeing Tracy and Nina together. That was good. That was a whole good scene. Like, you underestimated everything, our conversation. But to have them put out so Curtis puts out. I thought Curtis was going to do the whole Nina Drew thing, but he did put the article in. We knew Sonny was going to go to Nina, but she just made just I'm being blackmailed by Tracy Quartermaine. Like, it was like, so you could do that, but you can't tell your daughter you slept with. I mean, it's just kind of like, I don't understand what's going on. It's like, so they published the article. Part 2 is even worse. Why don't you just go to Sonny first and say, well, no, I think she did try to go to Sonny. So he goes, you did try to see me. Anyway, it's kind of weird. It's like, okay, well, so Sonny's not mad at her because he knows she's being blackmailed. But I don't know. It's just like they're dragging out this thing where Nina has this information. If she just tells it, it would all explode. If she just told the information, it would all explode. Actually, I think if she told that would protect Portia a little bit. Because everybody focused on that maybe Drew won't even have a chance to go to Portia and be bothered with her. So
yeah, but I'm sure, well, because if he knows that Drew's the one that revealed it, or I mean Curtis is the one that revealed it, of course he'd go blow up Portia's life. Like if Nina said it herself, maybe. But if Curtis blows it up in one of Aurora's publications, for sure. Like, it's like, so Curtis, just let Portia just do her bit, go to the medical board. There's also, we're operating in a world where, yes, some people have gone to jail for stuff that they've done, and other people have not. So, you got to you got to take your chances at the table, and maybe you win, and maybe you get dinged.
true.
But it's got whatever way, at least you're out from under Drew's thumb. That cannot be.
I love the first thing. They're done. You can tell they're done. But I'm answering the chat because, to be fair, Kai hasn't seen the side of Drew. But that's what I'm saying. That's my point. He's under the spell. But his coach says Kai never bothered to ask what Drew did to Curtis and Portia. He never asked. He just assumed they're being mean to him because he helped her. And actually, Drew got you surgery, but it didn't help you any. You're not playing football, so why are you so? So it's a savior complex thing. We're just looking up to him. So I'm just saying that still, if you're in my house, it's my business. It's none of your business. It goes back to that. It's none of your business. I always stand by that. If it doesn't affect you and has nothing to do with you, and you overhear something, it's none of your business. It's none of your business. It's not your business to tell anything. You should have went to Trina first. Well, he did. He said, I heard this thing. And he should said, maybe he should have said to her, is he eating me alive? He's so good. I mean, we never got that conversation. She was like, he was like, I'm going to tell. And he told. And it felt just so disjointed. So I'm glad they had Trina go off on him. I'm glad he did. And I'm glad that they had Portia go off on him. He will try to explain himself. Like, I don't care. Nobody cares.
I know. how fast he went from like, hey, and even Portia said like, hey, you were great for my daughter, but you're out.
Yep,
So
you're
it's
out.
like, see you
Yeah, you're
later.
out. And then with Curtis, it was like, sir, he had no use for him either. And then Drew walks in, of course. Is he okay? We're fine. But you have to have Kai go from remorseful a little bit to like, I stand by I had to do what I had to do, and blah blah. I'm like, okay, well, bye. I mean, I have no use for you anyway, but so bye. But it was none. Excuse me. It's none. I mean, to me, it's none of your business. You had no reason to say anything. If you heard it, oops, I shouldn't have heard that. It is none of your business. But also, you should have both sides to the story. You already heard Drew like, I don't know why they're after me, so to speak. But like, you should have heard from them like, I'm sorry, what's going on? Like, why do you guys hate each other? Something like, there should have been a conversation.
Yeah, and enough is like Kai could just go work for Drew in DC now at this point.
Yes.
And he could be just gone from the show. Like, I don't see really any reason for Kai to be around.
Nope.
But no need to drag out like, oh, Trina seeing him at like some event or some kind of public outing and longing to look at him. Maybe I was too hard on him. No,
Oh,
just
Disney Farm a good point. Remember, I forgot about this point. Remember him and Trina agreed to stay out of it. They did have that. I forgot about that. I forgot what they did say. Why would you stay out of it? Because you said my parents can handle themselves. That's why they had that conversation. See, I forgot about that part. See, thank you, Daisy Flower. I forgot about that part. They did agree to stay out, so he broke the whole thing by telling.
yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't help that Kai's also working as his intern as well. So it's one thing like if that internship wasn't there, it wouldn't have happened. But when you're working with somebody too, that's just one extra layer where Kai feels like, oh, it's my boss and who's done this stuff. And so I guess before thinking, he just blurted, oh yeah, then I gotta tell you something. Curtis is out to get you.
And to go to they're saying go to your point, Frank. I mean, so Tracy knows that Nina and Drew stepped together, we're sleeping together. Drew knows they're sleeping together. She told Curtis too, and Curtis knows. So there's three people. Does Portia? I can't remember. Does Portia know?
No.
Ava knows. Ava knows.
Yes.
We have four people who know. Interested that I know of. I think of who knows. So someone here thinks it's going to be at the wedding.
Then that wedding can't come soon enough because I just need this to move on. And I need Willow, I need Nina to just like Liesl said, like like operating out of fear. Stop it. I need Nina just like cold hard truth to Willow. This is what we did. Yeah,
No, Tracy has. Oh, Maxie
internet.
knows. Yeah, Maxie knows too. Well, Maxie's on the show, so she knows. Tracy
Yeah.
has video evidence. Yes. Oh, and they say, oh yeah, Ned and Cody knows. That's right. That's right. Cody knew too. That's right. Cody knows, and Ned knows. I feel who killed Drew. I keep saying that. I don't think it's gonna be kill. I think it's gonna be a who shot or who stabbed Drew storyline is gonna happen. And there'll be all these suspects. So that's what I'm thinking. I've said it a long time ago. I think that's where they headed to.
Maybe it'll be Kai that shoots Drew. It's like maybe now Trina will take me back. I took care of Drew for you, Trina. And then, well, have fun in prison, Kai.
I know. Yes. So that's basically that storyline. At least Michael and Kirsten are working together, so they know what's going on. I'm glad Michael knows what's going on. So he's kind of involved there. Tracy is trying to save Gio. So periphery, she's on this side of it. It all ties in, so it all ties into the other big story, Frank, which is the Sunny story. Or I should say Sunny and Laura story, basically. It's both of them, I guess. It ties into that, which it makes me laugh. Because I mean, homeboy chewed that scenery when he comes on the show. He plays Ezra Boyle. He chews that scenery with no shame in this game at all. Which also ties into those side notes. Hey, so we have Ezra and all them trying to fight on stuff with the first C of C. You have Sidwell behind all this, but that's only the story. It's a big umbrella. So we have Sidwell, we have Jordan, we have those two. Laura is like I'm related to him through Rocco. Okay, we got that. Um, I guess the thing with deception is still going on because Sonny has that little arm too. I guess they haven't talked about it in a while. They're
Yeah.
trying to get
I mean, I
Brooklyn.
guess like he's gonna divest himself now, given all
Yeah.
the stuff came out.
And he kind of said, I can't get out. I think the other day he resigned himself. He told Carly, I'm just staying in. I think he can get out now, he said.
I mean, I think that because like of the Sidwell thing, like as
Yeah,
much as Sidwell wants that stuff, like Sonny just doesn't want to give it to him if it's gonna
right,
make poor Charles worse.
right. So you have that arm going too. Jason, of course, is part of that arm. And now they kidnap Marco. I had to laugh. A little side note with Lucas and Sonny. Sonny looked at Lucas like, I don't have time for you. I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
You gotta let him go. You gotta tell him where he is. I know you got him. He's like, do what you want. Sonny's like, do what you want. He don't care. Sonny does not care. And Marco tried to get out. He tried. Didn't work. Yeah, so like he's annoying. When he was all yelling in there, he's annoying. I had to laugh when he said that. So Natalia's wedding, it's just so funny. It's wedding, funeral. It deserved to have nobody show up. Nobody cares about her. Blaze didn't even come back for it. So who cares? Like,
That's true. When your own mom or your own daughter does not come
they didn't
back.
come back for it. So like I thought it was hilarious that all that went the Sidwell Sunny thing went down at Natalia's funeral.
And there was nobody else. Like we never saw what happened afterwards. Like that
Nope.
was there was just that casket, and it was going to be Sidwell,
Nope.
Lucas, and Marco, and maybe that was it.
That was it.
Oh,
And I mean, Sidwell's intentions are becoming more and more clear. I really do believe this, folks. You may not agree with me. And hi, 64 people watching. Hi, you guys. Um, I really do believe that Sidwell didn't think anybody was inside. I don't think he was trying to hurt Christina.
no, because he even said that to Selena Wu's men that he hired. It's like you're supposed to do that without anybody inside. So yeah,
Not inside. So I believe that part. It just what happened. She got in there. So, so Sonny is reacting the way he always reacts. This is not a surprise. And I think having Lucas go to Carly to talk to Sonny was hilarious too. But when Carly talked to him, I mean, the thing is, I was saying this the other day on one of my Zooms. I feel like Sonny and Carly will never get back together. I think they're done. But they're co-leaders of this family unit, this blended family unit. And so they seem more like that. And I kind of like it. And so I like that she talks to him and she knows him. And he's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna, and that's why I say you kind of said like he couldn't get out of this now. Like, he was trying to get out of it. That was his whole thing. He wanted to sell off his stuff, get out of it. He can't. Sidwell is up the ante. And he doesn't want to go to Sidwell. That's why I love him and Laura. They both agree Sidwell is not this innocent guy. He's not. They believe it.
yeah. Because what I like, I mean, to a shade less with Laura. But with Carla, because like his conversations with Anna or anybody else, it's always kind of like, well, my alleged activities, because you were on opposite sides of the law. So for that. But with Carly, it's like, yeah, we don't have to have Sonny kind of playing sort of coy about stuff or vague. It's like, no, no, no. Yeah. He can just have a conversation where he's like, yeah, straight up, this is what the deal is. Which is good, but it's like if the shoes were reversed, Sidwell would be doing the same thing that Sonny was doing. If Sonny made a play and Marco accidentally got, stuck in a place that, was and put in danger. So I feel like Sidwell would have retaliated on that. So I don't know. I mean, we can't keep. It's something's got to change. Like for the Sonny thing, like the show really needs to decide: do we commit to trying to do a story where Sonny tries to get out? Or is it all tied into like when if there's an end game for uh you know for Sonny on the show entirely, and we're saving that storyline for when we know that he's going to be leaving the show. I don't know, but I just feel like we're just kind of stuck in this pattern, and it just you need something really to happen. I don't know. Do you feel like that, James?
Yes. I feel like, well, what you're saying, I think what you're trying to say is that we're going in circles,
Yeah.
circling the exit. We're not going through the exit, we're circling it. And I think at some point, Maurice Barnes going to leave the show, obviously. And he's and I already have an idea what's going to happen with that, but that's not for a minute. So right now we're circling the drain, and that's what it feels like. And I think, and it's like as they're circling, they're gathering more dust and dirt and byproducts because in that cycle is Gio now. They made that part of it also.
Yeah.
With Tracy going trying to save him. Jason said, and you said in the chat, Jason said it, he's a grown man. Let him figure this stuff out. Like, he's a grown man. And so you can tell Gio doesn't want to be away from his grandfather. He wants to be part of that. So we'll see how that plays out a little bit. But it keeps circling and circling and circling. And just adding things in there. Natalia was part of that too on some level, right? So that's like, they have all these things around here. They're just adding on to the whole thing, which is Sonny leaving the mob.
Plus or minus
for Charles.
Plus or minus 2 years to you for like Maurice leaving the show, like saying like I'm good. I'm retiring. See you later.
You think in 2 years? You said 2 years.
What do you think, James? Plus or minus 2 years?
I would have said sooner, but it might be. He's having a good time right now. I know that personally. He's having a good time. So I think right now he's good. It depends on the show staying on the air. Depends on that, and if they keep him happy. Right now he's happy. Right now he's happy. So what he's playing.
Yeah, but happy in this kind of storyline where we're just kind of circling and circling.
I think from what I've heard, it's okay for him right now because he's on the road. He's doing other stuff right now. So he's like I think he's okay right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. I mean, it's he's he wants a paycheck. He's on the show. I mean, that's part of it. I think it's like if you get out of the mob fast, you have to one or two. It's almost The Sopranos, right? I was just talking about the ending the other day with my brother. So I liked the ending. I thought it was hilarious. I thought something was wrong with my TV when it first happened. I'm like, oh my God, it went out. So folks don't know this. It faded to black, and nobody knew. We didn't know. It just the song was playing. It just stopped. So everybody kept saying Tony Soprano either have to die or go to jail. That's like the mob answer two things. Sonny's in the same boat, kind of. Either he has to die or go to jail, or go away, I guess. So yeah, so it's kind of like he's right now he's fine, and so it's keeping him on the show until he's ready. I think until he's ready to go, and then I think the story will take a much different turn. That's all I can say. I'm not a writer on the show, but I'm saying this is from what I'm deducing. So I think you have a right to feel. We feel the way we feel because it's just true. I mean, it's just kind of like because storyline wise, it's not moving forward a lot. But I think this is what he wants right now.
And maybe it's just I don't know. Maybe because I feel like when I see everybody piling on Sonny, which makes sense, whether it's Sidwell, whether it's Drew, whether it's Tracy, Boyle, a combination thereof,
Yes.
all banded together, which makes sense. Hey, we may not all like each other, but we all have a common foe, which is Sonny Corinthos.
Yes.
Let's all band together and get him out. And maybe my thing is like all these people are piling on Sonny, and like I just want Sonny, like, hey, let's see you be shrewd as well. If you're a mob boss that has run this organization for 30 years, and you've got Brick, you've got Jason, you've got all these people, can you not be shrewd back and get leverage on all these people that are against you to be like, all right, and not necessarily have to resort to mob violence where it's like I'm gonna eliminate your son or hold your family hostage, but it is other Drew Kane blackmail where I'm getting leverage on other people to like get you to back off on me as well too. So you at least you feel like there's like because I feel like it's just Sonny being henpecked all the time by all these people, and he's just like, what am I gonna do? Like, do something, Sonny. Please, just do something.
It's the thing is, well, here's the funny part. So everything is revolving around him on some level, right? So that's a good feeling. You're number one on the call sheet. Everything, a big chunk of story is revolving around you. They brought up Morgan more times recently than we can imagine, mentioning how everybody's getting hurt. So that was really interesting to bring that up. They brought up Donna and Avery finally the other day. I don't know if I brought them up. He is the patriarch of this family. So mob boss or not, he's still he's still important to the canvas. Um, but they really have changed his character to be more downtrodden. He's very much like he knows what he's done has been bad. He's tired of being a mob boss. He wants to be close to his family, but things keep getting in the way. That's why I feel like they're playing it. They keep playing it like so. You're right. He's henpecked, but he's also he's been very reactive. It's like things are happening to him and his family. It's him reacting. So you're right. He hasn't been very proactive or very aggressive. He hasn't. He hasn't played that in a long time. He's playing more because of his heart thing. He's playing more down. He's been the voice of reason many times. Recently, was kind of crazy recently. So they're playing him very differently in general.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's I guess part of it also. Is that they're not playing him as cocky, except when he gets to Sidwell, he gets an attitude with Sidwell. Okay, that's fine. But Sidwell, we don't know well. We don't know him well enough yet. We don't know what his full intentions are yet. So it's not equal to me yet. It's getting there a little bit, but it's not to me. It's not. I know it's supposed to be Sunny versus Sidwell, but it's not. I don't think it's there yet.
Yeah, it's like I almost want, I don't need to see him being cocky or so mobby, but I also just want to see him being more cunning in this, where it's like, yeah, let's you don't have to go full blown like mustache twirling with Tracy or Sidwell or anything like that, but use the skills that got you to where you are right now and say like, all right, I love my family and I want to protect them. And if I've got to have this leverage over you to make sure that you back off me and my family is safe, then I'm going to do that. Yeah, I just want to instead of Sonny just sitting there in his house, so I'm like, yeah, maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. Oh, maybe I should go away. Like, oh, enough of these scenes of Sonny just lamenting, like, maybe I should keep my distance. Oh, okay, whatever. Blah, then just leave the show.
But I think they're trying to show him in a light of like he's tired of it. He sees that he can't sustain it anymore, and he can't argue it anymore. I feel like they're trying to do that. I feel like they're trying to show that.
And totally agree with you, especially as somebody's getting later in life, you question a lot of the choices you made. You can have regrets about some of the decisions and the life that you had and how that's affected your family as well. Absolutely. But boy, I feel like we've been stuck in this pocket of Sonny just being so reflective for so long that and I don't need him to do a 180, but I wouldn't mind just little hints and flashes of just like, doing what he needs to do to just be able to, get people off his back and just, like, hey, let's lead our lives. And, Tracy's point where it's like, and I did like whoever brought it up, Nina, maybe was it Nina? About like, hey, if Sunny was replaced, it could be somebody much worse and she doesn't care because that whoever's worse this is Gio's not their grandson. So
And so Tracy is. We have 70 people watching. About 70. Thank you. Tracy is coming from the fact of Sonny has been a blight on on her family for decades.
yes.
They blame so much, which can be drawn to him. Justice, Emily, Jason. I mean, AJ. There's a whole laundry list. So Michael, all the stuff. So it's completely. I see where she's representing the Quartermaine, so to speak. So I see. I get why. And Gio's a Quartermaine, and that tracks under what she does. I love her scenes with Jason. Love her scenes with Michael. It's no matter what happens, you're Quartermaine. So I'm going to treat you that way on some level. I may fight and fuss with you. I love when they talk about her, but when it comes down to brass tacks, that's the one through line they have not changed with her. It's like, well, no, but you're a Quartermaine. Brooklyn, you're a Quartermaine. Like she always reminds them of that. So I think that's what's going on. That's for her. Gio, yeah, now she shares a child with Sonny, basically. I'm supposed to protect him. It makes sense. I actually love when she went to go see him at the pool, and he kind of pushed and pulled against it. I was like, okay. To me, his acting has gotten a lot better. He's getting better. I think he's getting better. The guy who plays Gio. They're getting more scenes. I give him I can with the younger kids, with these younger brothers, so to speak. I like him with them, and he's getting more scenes. And I love seeing all the Danny and just on a side note, and I like seeing all that. No girls though. We haven't seen Charlotte name them, but that's fine. Georgie. But I'm liking the boys. But I'm liking that Gio because he is that age group between them and the older people, like right in the middle somewhere. With Emma and them. So I'm liking it actually. I'm actually liking that he's fleshing out his character a little bit.
Uh, yeah, interesting, like with like Georgie or Charlotte, that we're not getting them in, so to have them possibly, relationship puppy love mixes with the Danny slash Rocco. I mean, Charlotte with Danny would be kind of I don't know. Or Georgie and Rocco, who knows? But yeah, it's interesting that it's just the two guys, which are great. But yeah, we're not seeing any like Charlotte or for all the big thing that we made about getting Charlotte back. Boy, we rarely see her. We don't see her and rarely hear her name checked.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh, I will say one relationship I do enjoy though is Tracy and Jason.
yes, loving it.
Yeah, where she's like, "Hey, it's great that you're here, but I just want you to know I'm not changing, and I'm gonna be working to get rid of Sonny. And I just want
And he
you
was like, I would expect less. I love it. Like, okay, okay. And I think it was Michael and Jason talking and mentioning Tracy, and he was like, they both kind of smiled, like, sometimes she's no, that wasn't it. It was Sasha and Jason when they're on the plane talking
Right.
about Tracy, and I love it. It was like, she's probably gonna miss me. And I'm shocked they didn't have a goodbye scene between Tracy and Sasha.
I am too. Given how contentious they had the relationship
Yeah,
had been.
yeah, I was surprised they didn't have one. So they didn't have one. So, but them talking about her, yeah. I mean, Jason again. I would never thought I'd see him in the house again ever.
Yeah,
And when she said when and see a 2 second scene will explain everything. It's because of Monica.
yeah,
That's all you had to say. I'm like, got it. It's because of Monica. I want Danny to be around his family. The whole thing. I loved it. I thought that's exactly that's what I need to see. It was a 10-second scene about or dialogue about that. I always ask for that all the time. I just give me this. Then I go, okay, now I can buy it. That's why Jason's there.
yeah.
He's there because of the family, because of Monica. She's getting older. She loves the kids. I love they had Daisy. I wish we should see more maybe later. Daisy and Danny have this little relationship thing. That baby is cute. All I gotta say is that baby loves Rory Gibson. Loves. I was like, he does. That baby just smiles. Oh my goodness, I love it. And oh my god, the East Coast. We talked about this a long time ago. I think Monica's gonna leave Jason the house too. I think she's gonna leave the house to Jason, and that will upset Tracy so much.
Yeah,
And we full circle for the whole Allie gave the house to Monica.
yeah.
Monica gives to Jay. I said either Jason or Michael. I think one of the two will get the house. I think one of the two will get the house. That's just me.
Uh,
Uh,
well, him having the house would give him a reason to stay after Monica passed.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
He would stay there because she gave it to him, and so the family's
yes.
there. Danny and he can be there.
And
Uh,
just the line, the house, it's my house. Allie gave it to Monica. No, Monica gave it to Jason. There's a whole thing you could do with that.
yeah,
That would be really funny, and that would keep Jason in that circle. And I like Jason with the Quartermaines because he's good with Brooklyn. Then he had a couple scenes. He's good with Michael. He's good with the kids. I think they're finally giving Jason a little more to do besides just the Sunny stuff.
oh, which is so good. I am so happy for that.
I totally agree. Tracy said while she doesn't mind people leave, she told Michael that doesn't include him and the children. She did. She was very sweet about that. And because she knows it's because of Monica. That's the whole point. Because she always the 97 people who live here in this house. I love it. I think it's hilarious. I love that the Quartermaine main house is packed, full of just people. I think that is hilarious. That's a great through line.
Yeah.
Um, and so again, with Sasha leaving, it's finally her being cooked there. And also, I'm glad she's gone. She'll take a little break. They have plenty of folks to choose in that house. So let's see more Ned and Olivia. Let's see where's Leo. Like there's a lot we can see because they had that. See, this is the part that made me mad too. This is called continuity. Yeah, this was called continuity. Learn that word. Why wasn't Leo back for the book at the art gallery? That guy who was there that was the whole thing
Yeah.
about the animals. I was like, well, where's Ned, Olivia, and Leo?
Yeah, Leo was all about those octopuses last time.
Yes, remember? Yes. I thought, dang, that sucks. It's like he's not even back. He's not back.
Now yeah, that's a shame. But anything again, why I would love to see Monica on screen. Like a recast is great, just because I don't know, like she's still mentioned as such an active presence in the Quartermaine household and being involved in stuff, even if she's dealing with health issues. That it's just like, man, I don't want to just hear that her and Jason are having these, having time together. Like, I want to see it.
Okay, we got a super chat, $20.
Ah!
Mick Floyd, I think Mick Floyd, hasn't seen you in a long time. He says, things I'm happy about.
Oh,
Nina's goodbye to Sasha. Oh, yeah, that was good too. Nina's goodbye to Sasha was truly moving. These two have been through the ringer. Just think about how they were when they literally met when they were worlds apart, even different people week. Yes, I was gonna say that is part of that too. I've almost forgot about that. Thanks, Big Floyd. I enjoyed that they kept the Nina Sasha relationship going. And they did have their goodbye because back when it was our girl Michelle Stafford, um, and she came on as a lie with Valentine and all that. I thought they have been through a lot together actually, and literally everybody in the chat, always in the chat, and out there in the world's like always screaming, "She's a real fuck screw Willow. Sasha's your daughter, so to speak. Like that's the one." And I'm glad she said it to her. I have two daughters,
yeah.
and you're one of them. And I thought their scenes were very sweet. And I did love it too. I'm sorry. Thanks for reminding us, Mick. I almost forgot.
And I did like when Nina and Obrecht and Willow were together, and Willow
Yes,
tried to throw some shade Sasha's way. That's like, no, no, no. Nina did stand up for Sasha in that moment to Willow. It's like,
she
all right,
did. Well,
yes.
also, she said, I know when she goes, I heard you got divorced. I didn't say anything. I didn't tell her anything. I love that Nina goes, I didn't tell her anything. I laughed so when she said that. She's always, Nina's so on the defense. And that's the thing, when she talked to, I'm sorry to go back to that story again, but Nina talking to Liesel and being so scared. She is really scared to lose her daughter. And that's real. I mean, to me, I'm sorry, folks, that is real. I'm sure she really is scared about that. And that's been her that's been her. See, at least we know that's what her motivation's been this whole time. But I'm not telling. Because she should have told in the beginning. Now it's just too late. She's going to come across as a huge betrayal now at this point. Nina is right. Unless Willows goes, I'm fine. That'd be a shocker. And she's like, oh, well, I wasn't together with them, really. I mean, like, they really weren't together
Right.
at the time. So she had crushing on her, but they weren't together. But the whole point is, I get where Nina is coming from. Nina is scared shitless. And we have 81 people watching our show, Frank, right now. 81.
They're watching you.
But they're watching Frank with no hair, with hair. um, I think that's legitimate. At least we know what we're frustrated by Nina, but we know why she's doing what she's doing.
Understood, but I feel like now is, especially with Liesel back, is a time where it's like she's got to do a 180 on that.
Right.
She's got to be, like, I may lose my daughter, but who cares? I'm going to do what's best for her. Uh, Damn my relationship with her.
That's my point. It's kind of like I say, yeah. Now I'm saying, but this whole time, at least we've known what her.
Yes.
Except other people don't know what their motives are. At least we know what her motive has been. And Liesel said, you're like a new mother. And she brought up Brits. As we brought, you had to do it with Brits. She goes, yes, and Brad do it with me. It's just tough. You finally meet up, and you don't want anything to happen. You don't want to lose them. And I know for me, I just a little side note personally, when I met my daughter, she was 9 years old, I was nervous because I didn't have her from birth. I was afraid to be a father to her at first because I was afraid to be like, if she says she hates me, she'd be like, bye, I didn't know you anyway for 9 years. Like it's just kind of, it's a little, I can almost, I'm not saying I'm mean at anybody, any stretch of the word. I would have told, I effed your man. No, I would have told. But I'm just saying, I kind of get the point of where you're a little nervous to lose your child that you didn't have from the beginning. I think it's tough.
Just blow your life up, Nina. Just do it, and you'll
Easy
you'll
for you to say, Frank. You're sitting on the sidelines. Like, oh, your life. Candace says we're watching Shady Sunday, and that's a beautiful combo of Frank and James. I guess F does come for J. I'm like, yeah, oh my God. So I'm like, Frank James and Frank and J. I guess you go first, Frank.
No, no, no. I always want to make sure you go first, James.
I'm surrounded. I can say something that's so dirty. I was to say I'm surrounded by Fs.
Oh,
Frank, that's not by Fs.
there you go.
Yes. Like I say, in the chat. James is Nina. I'm Nina, everybody. I'm Michelle Stafford Nina, the crazy one. No, it cuts out, makes David give birth. That's the Nina I want to be. No, but I'm just saying that I agree with Frank saying that yes, it's now time to come out. But I'm saying, but it's just I get her whole motivation this whole time. She's been totally scared and hoping something else would, as many of us do. You hope something else will jump in and like take care of that, so you don't have to say anything. You're hoping something else will happen or something will correct itself. She's hoping that she would leave. She's hoping that she would leave on her own.
Yeah, but it's also like I also need all these people to just be cognizant of the lives they've led, uh, and the friends that they've had and the lives they've led, where
Yes.
people who've tried to just keep stuff quiet, it always like tell me somebody that has not said something and had their life blown up, like that just kept something quiet and it has stayed quiet and nobody's ever known. That is like no,
Well,
that's
Sasha said it. Sasha goes, it would have came out anyway. If we
yeah.
don't need to judge, she goes, it would have came out. It would have came out. And but Diddy Flower brings a good point. Carly did tell me that you gotta be hard on Willow, forget the consequences. That's what a true mother does. She did say that. That's true.
Yeah.
Because Carly will, she don't care. Carly will go, she will tell Trisha the devil too. She don't care. She's a bulldozer. Where Nina's not a bulldozer. She's a bulldozer in a weird way. She's not like that kind of bulldozer.
Well, I mean, for Nina, I always feel like they want to give her those moments where she's going to be tough,
yes,
but
yes.
rarely follows through. So like when like after she's done with Tracy and they give her that moment as she's walking out where she's like, I'm never gonna forget this, Tracy.
Yeah, she did say
It's
that.
like, yeah, okay, we'll see.
Well, she said you messed with the wrong bitch. That
Yeah.
sounds great.
Yeah. We'll see if it actually happens.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Chet's asking the odds of what if Willow doesn't care about Nina and Drew? Like
Uh,
that could be good. That could be a good twist. That could be a good twist where she's like, okay, well, we weren't together. I still love him. You should have told me, Mom, but that's fine. I still love him. Then that would suck even more actually because she's like, I'm fine, and you're like, no, we got to be okay. Like all this for nothing. Then Drew just smiles. He's thinking, well, I still win, so to speak, right? He just still
yeah.
wins. But everybody else be like, really? That's what we're doing here. Like I'm like nothing's there's no consequences. Like that's the I mean I feel like I wish Liesel could gather everybody up together and just like we need to do this all together and get rid of Drew and Willow, separate them. I just gather half the town, bring them in a room and say, okay, what are we gonna do?
I mean, I feel like the only thing that could really start driving a wedge between them and making Willow realize what Drew's been up to is the Germany thing. Where Drew called that staff member and got
Oh
him to
yes.
obstruct Willow from seeing Michael. Like that is a definite example of Drew deliberately messing with Michael and Willow and their
Yes.
chance to, kind of forge just a good kind of settlement and how they're going to handle the kids.
Yes. Um
I mean, other than that, the other one is like, I mean, Drew saying that stuff right in front of Wiley, but they've already kind of talked about it, and Drew said, "Oh no." And then the only other thing is where Drew lied about being Jason's alibi.
right.
I mean, so those are like the three things for sure where like Drew has been like unsavory, but like I mean, the Nina and Drew stuff, yeah. So I am totally down for Willow, especially creepy smile like, oh, Sasha's gone. Willow being that's fine. That's fine that that you and Drew slept together. That's cool. But I feel like those actions where it's definitely impacted Willow are the ones that are gonna need to be are the ones that have to come out.
Also we got because I'm going to try to move on to another part of the storyline because I feel like we're talking about them. There's so much going on with them. Dang it. Taking our screens. Um What else we got? I'm blank all of a sudden. All these storyline.
Oh, I mean, I mean, we talked a little bit about with Rocco. I mean, seeing Obrecht, but then yeah, just the whole Brooklyn like Lulu, just like unforgivable that Brooklyn did this. She deliberately did this to hurt Rocco.
and I love that Dante actually believes that she did. But remember, you and I both said she left it out. She put it in those magazines, and Lulu was right. With the 8,000 people living there, it's lazy. It's lazy on the writers to have that happen. I mean, because that's basically where it came from, the writers. So that was lazy storytelling. It's public because it was public record. So they could have had him find out some other way, or I mean, there's a way they could have done it where it could have got to him. But they have Danny find it, and then it escalated. Just so we can see Lulu punch Brooklyn or slap her, or whatever. I mean, it's like I'm over it already. I'm over this whole thing at this point. Now I'm just kind of like, okay, we need to just move on from now. And just keep them separate. They're not friends. They never will be friends. But it's just like we're sitting in this messiness. There's nothing happening. And Dante and Chase kind of made up work wise, so they whatever. Um Chase was like, I will defend my wife. Was it to Tracy? It was somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of went on Tracy a little bit. She kind of calmed down. Lulu is just like, she just bothers him all around. So
Well, it felt like weird for that Tracy and chasing. Like I felt like that happened way too late.
yeah, I was
Because
like,
like Brooklyn's already had like, oh, I'm not going to do that.
yeah,
She had already kind of been close to the edge of doing something stupid
yeah,
that Tracy could have been more to chase about, but it already stepped back and was not going to reveal that
yeah,
to Rocco.
yeah. So
So
she almost did it. She admitted she almost did it, but she said I didn't do it. So I think, and I just feel like the way they play it, you almost see that Lulu and Brooklyn almost understand each other on some level, but one or the other can keep their mouth shut. So then it's just they're fighting. So I don't know if they're going to eventually make them friends or frenemies or whatever, but they're all part of the same family at this point now. So you're going to have to figure something out.
uh,
So, and yes, East Coaster, I brought it up last time I was on here, and people got mad at me when I said Lulu and Gio hooking up. I said it. And online, people were talking about it. I was not the only one. Folks said to me last time, James, we saw it too. And I kept saying, why not? You guys are like, oh, they would never do that. He's 22 years old. That is a grown ass man. Don't act like it's not happened before, Frank.
I mean, you've been there, James.
Actually, I have.
Yeah,
23. The youngest was 23. But that's our story. But it wasn't a family member, obviously, or related to me. But the point is, I'm like, it's not far fetched, and it'd be different. And I think I can speak for Frank in this one too. I'll speak for you right now.
please.
We want just different stories told. We don't want the same old stuff told all the time. And a lot of times these stories go nowhere. They give us promise, then they fall flat. Or they give us promise, don't finish it. Or the pacing's so bad, we lose interest. Right? So I'm just saying, if they did that, we find them in bed together, I would be shocked. That would be a great shocker for me. On a Friday, can you imagine? And Brooklyn walks in. Oh my, I would wait. I could wait till Monday. I could not wait till Monday. Or Tracy walks in, could not wait till Monday. Because they played Tracy good. Tracy loves both of them. And she doesn't want anything to happen to Lulu or Brooklyn. She wants them, she loves them both. So I like that. But can you imagine? Oh my God, I would, or Dante walks in. Anybody could walk in and be like, oh my, that's a Friday. Come on, folks. You tell me you could not wait till Monday to see what happens? Please. Oh, come on. Oh, like the fallout would just be amazing, and have Gio be defiant and how he was okay. You don't feel sorry or feel bad about it. Can you imagine if it was Brooklyn who walks in and Gio says, "I loved it."
Yeah.
Okay, you see it in the chat. They're all Morgan and Ava, Brooke Logan on Bone Bill. Yeah, I'm just telling you. And I am telling you. Dante would hit the ceiling of again. Insert whoever, the reaction would be hilarious. Then when it comes out, all the other reactions, you see Ned busting up laughing over it. I mean, it'd be wonderful. And here's the other thing: Ned's his grandfather. No scenes together, nothing. I mean, no, not even try. I mean, there's so much wrong with the story, but I'm just saying that it could. And yeah, Emma, so we like Emma, and I actually think this is cute, Frank. The Emma, the dog, being at Anna's eating her shoe. It's kind of cutesy. There's some cutesy in there. I don't mind that.
Well, I mean, I feel like the Emma and Gio, even though we've kind of enjoyed kind of their burgeoning relationship, I mean, it's gonna blow up over this
Well,
whole, this
professor.
professor deal. So, yeah, throw Gio together with it's like sometimes you just want some Melrose Place,
Thank you,
sprinkled in
thank
there.
you. Yes, Emily with Sunny. Exactly. Things have trust me, and I hated that pairing, but things have happened, and I just think that why not? It's a soap opera. We need we need to get some soapy goodness, and I'm just like, come on, folks, let's do this. Like Frank said earlier, just do it.
Yeah.
No more talking about it. No more layups. Just like make the shot.
And that's one of the things, like, you try it. If it works, great. Let run with it a little longer. And if it's like, this is not really working, then you just cut it off and you move on to
Thank
something
you.
else.
I say Curtis and George should sleep together. Get it over with. Come on, okay, Portia, you think we're together? They should get together and have Portia find out.
Yeah. Or just watching in a closet.
I mean, I'd watch it. But the point is, that's the point. It's like I'm with you, Frank. I agree with you completely. Just like it's almost like this point. It's like, okay, you set it all up. It's all there. Now just execute. Just do it so we can have the fallout. That's what we're missing. You're right. I'll agree with you, Frank. That's what we're missing. We're missing a big thing to happen, then fallout.
I feel like there's always going to be story, always going to be story. So keep trying and pushing and, all these different things because they will give you more story. The fallout, the success of a story idea, great, can give you more stuff to work from. The fallout from a revelation can give you more stuff to work out. The failure of an idea can also give you other stuff to work from and drive story. All this is we just go for it. Don't be so safe. Don't be so safe, and just keep things moving at a pace. Don't try to don't overstay your welcome.
I agree. I think it's let's just get to it. And I agree with you for that. I was just like they set it up. It's ready. It's ready. It's ready. It's in the oven, and the timer's gone off. It's time to listen. Like, come on, kids. Let's just do this. Because you and I both like exposition. We like things. We like things we explain and kind of set up correctly. But then we also want results.
Yes.
So I agree with you, Frank. We need results. I need results. Now we need something because we haven't had anything big since the blow up of the Geo thing. So we need another blow up of something. I'm assuming it's the Drew. I'm assuming it's the Drew Nina stuff. I'm assuming that's next.
And then you know what's going to happen. I will pitch that Willow will get pregnant with Drew's baby. When
Oh,
things fall apart, that's why Drew can't leave Willow alone.
oh.
She wants something to do with him, but he's not going to leave her alone because she's carrying his baby.
You know what? And that's a soap trope that happens all the time, and that would not be far fetched. That would be far fetched. She's of childbirthing age,
That's right.
childbearing age. She used to do it. You're right. They're all laughing. You said watching in a closet. Yes. Like, oh my God, they can't be doing it. No. So yeah. We still. So I guess still circling the drain. We do have the whole Marco stuff with Sidwa being his son and Natalia dying, and he's doing a good job. The actor's doing a good job. I think he's doing a good job. Him and Alexis.
I love that. It's like a character like Marco, like you need him to have other ties with other people. And so like, because all I feel like everybody has a perception of you're Sidwell's son, so we can't trust you. We got to keep you at a distance. So a scene like that with him and Alexis, it's like, yeah, I would like to see him become better friends with Alexis,
Yes.
and they have some kind of friendly relationship, more so than just work colleagues.
Yes. And I like that she was like, no, I mean, you work for us. I'm looking out for you. Just want you to know, is there anything, you tell, like, it's like she's really was looking out for him. Because she has experience about this. She knows all about being judged by somebody
Yeah.
you come from. So she gets it. So I get that. Also, we can't forget also the other kind of, so the Christina fallout, when they lead the family tree this way, you have the whole Cody Ava stuff and Rick, which obviously it's working, but it's a dumb storyline. It's a dumb storyline.
It is like, I mean, I guess it gives Cody something to do, I suppose.
I guess, but you and I both know Frank Moran. Frank Aurelius Moran, I don't know what your name is.
That is, it is.
What?
It is a release.
Aurelius, I had a feeling. um, we know for a fact that Rick and Elizabeth will never be together fully because of all that Carly stuff that happened, and they'll never be together fully. They're playing it up right now a little bit, thinking it's cutesy, and we get she'll always have some feelings for him on some level, but I don't think they can ever be together though, really, because it's too much baggage. I don't think they can be together.
I feel like, yeah, they could flirt around it, and
Yeah,
they could like smooch and hook up maybe, but in terms of really making a ongoing relationship, no.
no. I have tickets to the blah 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 blah. You want to go? Okay. But then when Cody talking to and Rick started looking over there, I said, okay, this is too. I mean,
Well,
I don't know. It's cliche. I don't know.
and that Rick came by and he's like, "Oh, I told Alexis to throw on a couple more zeros so you could do some stuff for the gallery because I care." Like, holy F, like we're already seeing this trust just losing money hand over fist already. We're gonna throw in a couple more zeros.
And they never show them together, really.
Yeah, I assume like off screen that they're constantly hooked up and just going at it and doing all that stuff. I guess.
I guess. Same here. I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Right. We're not seeing it, so I don't know what's going on with them. So it's a cliche kind of story. Okay, it's fine. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. And obviously, Molly will be upset because if him and Ava sleep together. But you had to have your man. Your man had no lines at the christening. But what lines did they give them, Frank Moran? I can't wait to ask you this. The lines they gave him. Well, I have it. My son's pretty amazing, and maybe we should all have dinner. I mean, and like Felicia, what are you doing? What are you doing? So I was like, Frank, you love the Silver Fox. You're a fan. What the F?
It's, sure you want to have Mac have more connections in Port Charles, but holy cow, he is capable of doing so much more than being a hype man for his newfound son. It's like, oh, okay, Mac, please, you've got you're a former mercenary, raconteur, you've been a bar owner, police chief, all this stuff. And now we're just, my son, good guy. Maybe, we should all go out to dinner together. Oh, God.
but Felicia, her response when he laughed, she was kind of like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, "Yeah, Felicia, ask him what is he doing."
Like at least her apologizing to Molly, like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I know. I was laughing. I just Max just loves it. But at least we have Felicia do other stuff. So we see her we saw her with Carly, we saw her with Sasha, we see her with Anna, which I'm liking that whole thing. We saw her with Curtis. So we're seeing her using her PI skills. They found Jacinta, then lost Jacinta. So I love that. That was interesting. So I guess I thought we were gonna see her, but we ended up not seeing her.
And that's another. I would have liked to have seen a goodbye scene between Sasha and Felicia as well.
Yes, I know they didn't have any either.
Yeah.
Mick Floyd wants to know: did Frank you ever explain why he likes Max so much? He did once a long time ago, but you want to tell people again why you like? You did a long time ago.
Well, one because he had that TV show on Fox. Was it Wolf?
Oh yeah! Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah,
There you go. But yeah, there was just something about him, the way he came on screen, where he's, I mean, back when they were shooting on location and they're on that pier and Robert's pulling Mac out of the water. And just the way he was introduced and just being Robert's brother, their contentious relationship. Then you're seeing him kind of, uh, he starts the Outback. He raises Robin, Maxie, and Georgie. Yeah, the stuff I never liked is how much of like he was like a doormat for Felicia for a lot of the time.
Yes,
But other than that, yeah, I mean, he was man, he had so much going on in that show back in the day.
he did. So he did. He did a lot of stuff.
Now he's just telling like, hey, let's go grab dinner so you could have we can all be together, you and me and my son and my wife. We
I
can.
tell you, Frank and I messaged each other when I mentioned that I almost said funeral at the christening, and it was like he didn't have one line. At first, he wasn't supposed to be there. The day before was like he can't make it, but suddenly he's there, sitting there, just smiling. I'm like, he had no lines.
I mean, I assume he still gets paid just the same.
I guess
That's
so.
what cashes. So easy day
Yes,
for him, but come on, at least throw him something. And then he just toasts at the Quartermaines.
that's it.
I wanted Dean driven because it's like he's tied with Sonny. It's like holy cow. Let me be miserable about that.
I know they didn't even do that. Folks, before we go, because I have to go soon actually for some for my mom, but I want to ask Frank because you brought up in the chat. We covered most of what happened the last couple weeks. It's fine. We'll be back next week. The Emmy nominations.
Yes.
So Taj, Kate, both got nominations. I'm assuming for that story, but Molly didn't. Alexis, Nancy Grand, Laura Wright got nominated against the other actresses from Y&R. It's kind of funny. A few people got nominated, but we have some. So, what do you think about some of the nominations you got? What are some of your thoughts on the nominations?
Curious about the Taj one, given his current state on the show.
In the hospital somewhere, Frank.
Yeah, he's just lost in the basements of GH somewhere. He found that chamber. Yeah, he got back in it.
He fell down a stairwell. I don't know. Oh, he's stuck on the roof. That looks like
oh, yes, just waiting for a helicopter to come.
Yeah, he was. I mean, the scenes I think he submitted, he was good in them. Obviously, it's the whole death, his being angry and stuff. That was good. But like interesting. Many say Nancy Grand should get it this year. She hasn't won in a while. It's all the Sam death scenes. Dominic Sopronia also same thing. He got nominated also. I'm assuming for the Sam scenes, the Sam Lulu stuff.
Yeah,
they were good. They were good scenes. They're good scenes.
Yeah, I mean, I assume Kate gets it for being
Fall out
blown
the window.
Yes, for that alone.
Direction. They should get it for direction. That was good, Frank. We all said that was really good.
Heck yes.
They made the use of that whole set. And I give it to him like that. And also with Ned falling into the pool, skipping his ass across the table. And they did that pool they got their money's worth out of that. So I will say for direction, we win for that for sure.
Yes. It's I want to be more excited about the daytime Emmys, and yet it's just in these day and age when we've got 3 network or not 4 network and 1 streaming soap opera. I mean, oof.
Well, what's funny is they didn't include Neighbors. I guess they didn't get any nominations. Same with The Bay. This year had nothing this year. And I gotta tell everybody, Beyond the Gates came out this year. So that's gonna be next year. So I'm curious, Frank, how Beyond the Gates will or will not affect the nominations next year, because they'll be able to enter all this stuff. It's another soap opera. So I wonder, because Bold, I don't know if you saw it, got shut out.
Well, how did you feel about that?
I thought it was a typo. I mean, as long as I've been alive, I mean, most subs get nominated. These get nominated. And then when it got down to the four, they've always been nominated. The four have just always been nominated for everything. When I saw they get nominated for nothing except for emerging talent, whatever the fuck that is, in daytime, I just started chuckling. I just went, I just thought this is I know they must be hurt. I know they must be hurt over there. They must be hurt because of the four soaps. I mean, Days got everything, which they never get anything. So it's kind of like the nominate. I know the Susan Seaforth Hayes thing. I get that. Oh, they're upset about that. She went for the wrong category, folks. That's what happened, and then ended up getting shut out. But the rest of it, I'm so happy for a lot. I know a lot of the Days actors, Paul Telfer, I'm so happy for them they got nominated. Nancy Godfrey's my girl, so I'm glad she's nominated. So they were good. But when Bowl was shut out of all the major categories, all of them, I was like, my mouth was like, I couldn't. I couldn't even be shady about it. Just like, I was shocked.
For you, who's more dialed into the CBS side and more behind the scenes stuff in soaps in general, how much bearing do you think stuff like that has on soaps? Like if Bold and Beautiful does not at least get nominated for best soap, does that make the powers that be over there be like, whoa, what? Take a look at themselves. Like, what are we doing with our storytelling? Or do they do it that we need to change? Or nope, we're just gonna keep going and we'll, maybe next year we'll be on nominated.
No, I know they're upset. I know for a fact they're upset, but they're not going to change anything. And plus, they just right now they're moved to a new studio. So they left, and they left Television City, and they're over at Stage 31. And a whole thing about that last week. Now they're going to Sunset, not Sunset Gower, but Sunset something. It's over there in East Hollywood. So they're going there, and everybody chats like it's well deserved. I didn't think last year's show was bad. I think this year is bad. I didn't think last year was that bad. So I was okay with some stuff last year, which we do that show every Sunday. But this year is not good. Last year was so bad for me. And Days only got it because you have to remember, you guys, it's just for certain episodes. It's not the whole. You don't judge in the whole year. You don't make every judge. It's not the whole year. And here's a little inside scoop for you guys and you, Frank. Reels could be as long as 5 minutes or 25 minutes. What are you going to watch, Frank? Are you going to watch a 25-minute reel? No. I like it. I'm nosy, so I'll watch it. But a 5-minute reel, and when you do voting, I can say this is not a secret or anything. The voting is you have to watch a certain amount of minutes before you can actually vote. You can't you can't do the AAABB. You can't do that. You actually have to watch at least a piece of it, or pretend you're watching a piece of it, and then you can start to vote. So you got to watch some of it. And so Days has Drake's funeral next year, but this year they have Bill Hayes. They have the whole Doug funeral. That's why they're upset about Susan. Susan buried her husband twice, basically, on screen and off screen. And they're mad at that. So they have that. And GH has a couple of episodes that are, like they won before because of the Christmas episode. It's like it's whatever you send in. So we're all like going, the whole year sucked. Well, if they had 2 good episodes, they can submit that. That's kind of how it works, Frank. It's like that's how they can do it. So I'm just very curious. 9 toes. She has 8 toes now. They shut off Sheila's another toe. So I was like, nah. So her and Sean Kanan are like, he's making jokes. I don't mind 8 toes. I'm like, what am I watching? What am I watching? Kimberly Brown and Sean Kanan deserve more than this. They shut off her toe, Frank.
But I feel like when you only have 4 soaps at the time,
yes,
and you're not even, and usually, as you said, they've just nominated 4 soaps for best soaps. That if you can't even get onto like what has been kind of business as usual,
yes,
for whatever reels, for whatever episodes you decided to submit for, like doesn't that say like out of 1 year, anything we sent, they all thought like it wasn't even worth enough to get on something we usually would just get on automatically. Like I feel like that would make you would want to like reevaluate, like, all right, guys, we need to take a hot second to think about how we're approaching the show.
The thing about Bold and Beautiful, they almost like Days of Our Lives. They really, because they own the show. So CBS is on the show, so they own the show, so they can do whatever they want. Frank just said it. I know. Yes, it's the thing is they're cuckoo. They do whatever they want. They feel like as long as you're talking, they don't care. These are most of the folks who did Mannequins. They did blow up dolls. Like and like you could tell it was a wig on a blow up doll. Like they didn't care. Like that's kind of like it's hilarious. I mean, like it's like they they're in Los Angeles. There's no gay people. There's no Hispanics. There's no Asian. Oh, none of the Asians now. We got 3 Asians now. They took a girl, pardoned her on the show, and now she tried to kill her grandmother and somebody. Like it's the show is so cuckoo. They're the same triangle for the last 30 years. They don't care. Fans are screaming, "Let it go! Don't do it, Brooke! Don't do it!" They brought back Jack Wagner for the summer. They don't care.
Is he still on?
Yeah, he's on. Nick's on it.
Oh, that's great.
He's going back to. They filmed it already, so he's going back to When Calls the Heart. They just started filming.
Yeah.
For the 13th season, but that's all. It's like they don't. Bowl does whatever the F it wants. I kind of admire that on some levels. Like it's your show, and because they own both their shows. Why not? They own them, so they do what they want. So they're not beholden to the network that hard. Where Beyond the Gates is beholden to CBS, and trust me, some stuff's about to happen.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, with the whole Stephen Colbert, all that stuff. It's don't trickle down to them too. It's trickle down to them too. So something there's a lot of writers have been fired, and it's the whole bunch of stuff going on right now.
But they're doing all those Febreze product placements.
Like I did.
I saw that photo of you. Yeah.
See, I do Febreze. Yes, I love, and Tide on the breeze. But yes, and last year we're also on GH. We had Bobby's funeral. So they submit just one episode with the one with BJ coming back. It's Bobby's funeral, BJ coming back. That whole thing could be really fun. So it all goes down to what they selected in their reels.
But I mean, the BJ thing is so.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Yeah. It was a nice surprise. We didn't expect that. It was a nice surprise. So I was saying they could, but yeah, it's the Emmys gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be really interesting. But I think with Bowl, I was shocked that I really was truly shocked they didn't get anything. But there's emerging talent and maybe some like in-house nominations for hair and stuff. But that's fine.
When you use a title like emerging talent, I feel like it should just be for babies that are introduced.
When I saw No Offense, Girlfriend, I Don't Know You. I loved John Wonder Years, 10,000 years ago. When I said Olivia Dabo is emerging talent, I'm like,
no, I just need.
I'm old too, folks. I'm old also. I'm not just saying. You have her in the same category as Avery Pohl, who plays Esme. As these folks are all in their 20s. There's like Olivia Dabo. Oh, and guest role. They put it. See again. It depends on her acting reel. Ali Mills is nominated again.
Yeah.
So, you never know. Ali Mills is nominated. I forgot who's the other person nominated. You guys, I don't have it in front of me. Somebody old. Oh, Gregory Harrison is nominated. We always forget we have that whole storyline too that happened last year.
Man,
which we all hated, but it was good. But we hated it. And also, folks, Jane Elliott does not submit. So that's the whole point. Everybody's like, "Where's Jane Elliott?" She doesn't submit for the Emmys.
Somebody submit for her.
Somebody else said that. I think they have to have her permission. But she's like Deidre doesn't submit either. They don't submit anymore. Somebody else said that too. I think it was Larry Hagman or somebody on Prime Time the same way. They didn't submit. They didn't believe in competition.
Yeah, well, hey, I respect that as somebody who just loves her performance. Like, just shower her with praise and the awards.
Yeah, and again, Jane Elliott has an Emmy. She already has one, so she has one. But yeah, so that's emerging talent. I'm like, that's on daytime. It's gonna be on daytime. So I guess Olivia Dabo gets it because she's emerging on daytime.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if you won once, how many more Emmys do you need? Like, I feel like the one time is awesome, and then the other one you're just like, just whatever.
Well, I could counter that with a different role.
Okay. All right, sure.
Network different role. Or what if it's a storyline you're very proud of and it's been 20 years since you won? Like a Michelle Stafford. She hadn't won in 20 years.
All right. Okay. Very good counterpoints.
I was thinking, I'm like, No, it's the ones that get over and over again every year. Like, okay, well, that's kind of. I know on prime time it happens a lot. A lot of comedy. You go. I was looking at the ones with the nights. Now it was like Patricia Heaton, Patricia Heaton, Patricia Heaton. You know, like it was like after a while, I was like, okay, that's a little too much. After a while, it was like those same. You know, it was like it was this, it was this, it was that. It was like, okay, that's a little much. But I think for ones where maybe it's spread out, it's a different role, or it's spread out, then you should get an Emmy for your work that you did on that show. I know that Jean Smart has like 7, but she's done so many different. She's won for so many different things.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, I kind of get it now. I kind of get it. She's won in comedy and drama and Hacks and 24 and designing was like she's won for that, so I get it. Gregory Harrison, just seeing him made me mad because I loved his story. Because I wanted him to stay on the show longer. I thought he was a great leading man, so it made me upset. It was good. It was done well, but it was good. I was pissed because I didn't want him to leave.
Yeah, just to think we could have Gregory and Tracy together now.
I know, right now. I know. They don't care anymore. Why don't they submit? Everybody has their reasons. Some folks say they don't like competition. They just don't like competition. They're not into the whole competitive thing. For some people, it's how can you truly judge best actor or actress when you're not playing the same role? There's some people who say they go, well, you can really truly judge is we all play the same role. You pick the best out of that role. And that's interesting. It's interesting take. So think about that for a second, Angel Blue. That's a thought, right? It's like they go, everybody's performances are mismatched. They say a lot of times in like the Oscars and this, a lot of comedy doesn't win when it comes to leads. Supporting actors, they'll win a lot of times. But lead actors, like think about for like supporting actress. Felicia won for My Cousin Vinny. Great performance, hilarious. Cher got it for Moonstruck, which was kind of a comedy drama. It wasn't an all-out comedy. Like I remember when Goldie Hawn was up for Private Benjamin. Great movie. She didn't win. Comedies just don't. I mean, it's one of those weird things when it comes to these lead acting shows. The last person to win a lead actress comedy was Dorothy Lyman as Opal on All My Children 1,000 years ago. I know Jill Larson's been nominated. I know my girl years ago was nominated. She played Calliope on Days. She was nominated. Like comedy folks, when they submit comedy, rarely wins.
What about Michael Knight?
So he's one. There's another one. Okay, he's like comedy and drama. So he's got some comedy.
Yeah.
But so again, you think because we were bringing up David Canary. David Canary's played twins, and he deserves every Emmy he's gotten. Trust me. Adam and Stewart were so legendary. I mean, they were so good. Darlene Connolly hasn't won an Emmy, but she was nominated. I think she was nominated. But Sally Spectra was huge. It was a big name. Tony Geary was done some kind of comedy and drama. He's won 7 Emmys. So I'm saying it's just kind of it's hard. I don't know. It's just one of those weird things. So I think some people feel like, well, my stuff is mostly comedy stuff. Why would I submit?
I don't know. I'm not crying enough. I'm not anguished.
Right. Well, that's the whole thing. Because somebody told me in one of their scenes, I forgot which actress it was. She goes, "My stuff's understated. I'm not crying in it." So she goes, "I was surprised I got nominated because usually it's if you're crying, you get a nomination." That's why Jonathan Jackson's nominated again, which I don't think he should be nominated for anything.
Oh,
but he's Jonathan Jackson, I guess, but he didn't do much. He's nominated.
Oh.
The Adam character was amazing. I would say, folks, don't sleep on Stewart. That character, I mean, the way I have to get to All My Children thing real quick, but I'm going to because you guys made me do this. They're forcing my hand. David Canary is a masterclass in playing 2 characters that are so vastly different in voice, in mannerisms, in character, and he played them separately and together. The only person I can think of that even comes close would be Anne Heche as Vicky and Marley and on Another World. And, of course, the Grand Dame, Erica Slezak, who played Vicky in All the Altars. That would be close. But see, with her, she was playing one person who would switch. David Canary again played two separate characters.
Yeah, and for a while when it was just like, oh, Stuart's his hidden secret,
Right.
that was one thing. But then when they started giving Stuart like his own life and his own
Yes.
story, and he's married to
Yes.
Cindy and she dies of AIDS, and her Marion
Yes.
Colby, and she's
Yes.
married, they're together. It's like he
Yes.
had his, so you're right. He's like two different characters that were two
Plus,
different lives.
and there was that one time when he was pretending to be Adam.
Yeah.
So you got David King. Folks, I can't do this. Neither can Frank. We can't do this. David Canary played Stuart pretending to be Adam. And there were times when he played Adam to be Stuart. Now, Eileen Davidson, I give her Mick. I don't know if she outdid him, but I think she did a good job too. She played 5 characters on TV, but some of the characters didn't last long. Some of them were just on for a minute. I will say Susan and Kristen, yes, those are 2 separate characters she played, and that's very good. So no, I will not. She did a great job. She won an Emmy for it. She did a great job. I still think David Canary is still number 1. I'm sorry. I think Eileen Davidson's a close second or third, but I'm still with Ellen Wheeler. Well, Ellen Wheeler's good too. Ellen Wheeler and Ed Hayes both did a great job at playing the twins on Another World. So I'm just saying there, but no, Eileen Davidson's very good. I love Eileen Davidson. She was very good. But I'm just saying, and she also did the whole altar story recently on YNR as Ashley Abbott. That was good too. But I'm sorry. I think David Canary is still head and shoulders above the rest. We're talking, what, 30 years he played that character? 25, 30 years. And they were really, I mean, it was really distinct. And I thought it was different actors playing. I literally just could, I thought it was like twins.
Hey, who's David Canary's twin brother? He's really
Right.
good.
Right. And what's funny is on Live to Live, folks, you remember this, 2 brothers did play the same role once. One brother played it first and he left the business. The other brother came on and played it. That's Larry Storm and Michael Storm, I think is what their names were. I did a whole show on them. I Live to Live after show. They both played Larry Wooleck.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, at the beginning. One left, he left the show, did it for 2 years, left, and then the brother came on and replaced him. So it's like it's kind of cool. And he played to the end, so it was kind of cool. But I'm sorry, I'm just sorry. David Canary gets high praise when he just period. And then I heard he was one of the nicest people on earth. Now I've met Eileen Davidson; she's wonderful. So I'm going to say her, but I just heard that David Canary was like one of the hardest working, nicest people on top of everything else, on top of the talent. So, and everybody agrees because Frank and everybody on all my shows I've asked, most folks want All My Children back first. That's the whole consensus. You do. So I think it's hilarious. I started a question with you guys, but all my roundtables and the cast out here, it seems like Want to Live is second, but they want All My Children back.
Sadly, Port Charles, distant third. Nobody was crying out for Port Charles.
No. And I also don't, before you start mentioning all the twins, I'm just saying that David Canary, talking about actors winning, because I think he won for Stewart once and he won it. So it's kind of like and I think Tony Geary won for playing Bill Eckert or whatever, and whatever. I don't know, who knows, one of his Emmys. So I'm like, I don't know. Not every twin story is good, trust me. Or imposter story or whatever. So let's have a poll. I don't know. We'll do it next time. That's it for today, guys. Because I have to take care of my mom, do something. So 103 minutes, kids. Almost 2 hours. Frank, almost 2 hours. We had them. Almost 100 people watching us too. I know. We'll be back next Sunday. I promise. I think. I don't know. I will be back next Sunday.
Don't make us break a promise, James.
I know. We'll be back next. We'll be back next Sunday. We're back on track again. I think it's still July, right? It's still July. No, oh my God, it's the last Sunday in July. We're almost in August, Frank. That's crazy.
I know.
Today's the 20th. I didn't even realize. Oh, okay. Let me wake up. Oh yeah, everybody. Thank you for the emotions of my mom. And I posted a couple of videos online. She is out of the hospital, but we're not out of the woods yet. So we're still. So all prayers are all taken. We'll take them all. We're still trying to figure out what's wrong. But she is out of the hospital. She's at home now. So I have to go check on her. That's why I have to go over there. Yeah, but she's home, so we're taking all the wins. Every win we can take, we're taking it. So we'll be back. But Frank, if they want to follow you,
Happy Go Jackie, and all that. And The Art of X-Men 97 book is out at your booksellers online and near you.
if you buy it, Frank will autograph it. He'll come to your house and autograph it.
That's right. There you go. Just let me know. Let me know.
Don't
I'll
quote,
just
please,
hop in,
please don't
drive
quote me.
over.
Please don't cut that out and quote me. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that at all. But buy it. We run to your bookstores or Amazon. Run to Amazon. It's good. So check that out. I'm where all James Lott Jr.'s are sold at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms. Happy birthday to my girl, Marissa Serafini. Make sure I say it to her. It's her birthday, and she's, I'm going to tell you her age, but she's younger than all of us. It's not fair. Happy birthday to her. We love her. And again, we're back next Sunday with another edition of JHB Spotlight. Follow us on Facebook. We are there for your pleasure. Bye.